Welcome! In the previous video we implemented return statements, and in this one we are going to start implementing assignments. We are going to begin by focusing on single assignments, but in later videos we are going to implement multi-assignments. This means that we currently have the goal of parsing something like this. As you can see, we need to begin by adding a new symbol, the equals character. So inside our token.h file we can simply add the token equals kind. And as you can expect, inside the tokenizer.h file, we can add a new symbol, the equal sign, after the right arrow. Now, inside the ast.h file, we need to define a new AST node called AST variable assignment. After that, we need to define a new AST value for the variable assignment. In this case, we are going to have the name of the variable and then the expression we are assigning to it. And we obviously need to add it to the AST value union, calling it variable assignment. Once again, we can create all of the constructors for it. The AST value make variable assignments, as well as two new constructors, the AST new variable declaration and the AST new variable assignment. The first one is exactly what you expect, and the other two also quite simple. We are also going to need to make a modification to the AST value function definition by adding the variable declarations list. And with that, we need to update all of the constructors. Now inside the parse statement function, we need to add the new statement kind, and in this case, the single assignment statement is going to begin by a token ID, followed by a token equals. If we go to our demo file, you can see that this is the ID and this is the equals symbol. Now we just need to implement the parse single assignment function. We can begin this function by simply asserting that the token's prefix is exactly what we expect, an ID followed by an equals. Then we can shift the token ID and discard the equals by advancing it. After that, we can parse the expression. And finally, we can simply return a new variable assignment with the value of the ID and the expression we just parsed. Now, inside the main.c file for the dump AST function, we can add a new case. In this case, AST variable assignment. We just print variable assignment followed by the name of the variable, and we dump the expression that we are assigning it to. We can also update the AST function definition dump by adding the variable declarations inside the function definition. Now if we swap once again for the dump AST control flow and we run our script, you can see that we actually forgot to update our AST new function definition call, so let's do it. And in this case, we don't really need to do anything because the variable declarations inside the function body will be inferred by a new module in our compiler. So we can just create an empty list and then pass it to the constructor. So if we try to run our script once again, you can now see that we have a function definition main without parameters, without return types, without variable declarations, but we have in fact one statement of type variable assignment to the variable with name A and the expression integer 42. And this is how you parse a single assignment in C. In the next video, we'll be adding a new module to our compiler to infer types for the variable declarations of function bodies and hopefully be able to compile assignments into C.